Hey there, happy Monday. Whoever that is, happy Monday to you. Thank you for stopping by for a few seconds, a few minutes, or however long that you're here. I see you and I appreciate you. What in the world? What is, I don't know why this. Act like it wants to fall. Don't fall. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy, magnificent, manic, magical, money making, motivating Monday. We're trying to get 30 minutes in right now, and that'll be good. We just got done with about 45 minutes. So we're going to finish this cool off, cool down, for the cool down to cool off. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Y'all watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Remember to move your legs and keep them moving. Keep moving consistently for 30 minutes minimum. All right? Each day of the week. Each day of the week. And of course, as always, professional and personalized disclaimer, because YouTube doesn't give any certifications, right? But we do have our own. So we have to make sure we use these professionalized and personalized disclaimer. You know, some people are in the field and giving disclaimers and don't know what they're talking about. But we know. So we're going to say, please consult and contact, converse with, communicate with your primary healthcare provider. Nurse practitioner, doctor, physician's assistant, specialty doctors, nutritionist, dietitian, had any injuries in the past, physical therapist, occupational therapist. All right? They are a circle. They form a circle around you. They are the atom. You are the nucleus, the most important part. So always keep the lines of communication open. Before starting, restarting, changing, or ending an exercise program, plan, routine, regimen, or whatever you like to call it, okay? Don't do anything you see me do or hear me say over here. All right, you do so at your own risk. We don't go into a lot of heavy duty stuff over here. We keep it mild. We keep it minor. A few weights. A few free weights. That's a tongue twister. A few weights. That could be two. A few weights. A few free weights. And mild cardio aerobic activity. We keep the heavy stuff offline. All right. So yes, look at the legs move and be encouraged to get up and move your legs. Your legs daily, consistently. Consistency is key. All right. We'll get whatever your goal is. Moderation is key. Moderation is key altogether. All right. If you get burned out and tired of walking, what do I tell you? What do I tell you every day? You can walk, skip, jog, run, skate, dance, walk in place, walk on your stationary, ride your stationary bicycle, okay? Ride your stationary bicycle. Ride your bicycle in the neighborhood, all right? Get on your treadmill. That's 10 things I just named off, and we're going to keep going. Get on your walking pad, all right? Your elliptical, right? Go swimming, outdoor. It's 14 things, right? Play basketball with your kids, your nieces and nephews, your neighbors, the neighborhood kids. Kickball, volleyball, that anaerobic exercise, that stop and go, where you need that oxygen and you don't need the oxygen, that contributes to your fitness level too. So we're going to do at least 30 minutes of cardio aerobic exercise over here. And anaerobic is great as well. But we're going to give that disclaimer all the time because we've been giving it for over 2 years now, right? Again, when you have licenses, registrations, and certifications to protect, your disclaimer stands on something. If you don't have those things, it doesn't stand on anything. But we want to be careful with the messages that we deliver to the masses. Talked about patience yesterday, the day before, and there goes patience being thrown around there. Work on your patience. If you're like me and your patience are short, work on it. Work on it. Work on having more patience. It's hot. It's getting hotter. Okay, we're back, y'all. We're back. Y'all, I want to pin my elliptical back down, but I moved it around too much to pin it down. So I don't think I'm going to pin it back down just yet. Hey there, who is that? Hey, Tashana. Tashana, Happy New Year to you. Hey there, I'm trying to bend over so I can see. Just Beetle. Beetle. Hey there. I remember you. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful New Year. I hope it has been great. I hope it started out the way you would like. Listen, strive for all the new things that you want, all the new ways you want to be, all the new things you want to acquire. I hope that it's going great for you, okay? I hope it's going great for you. Yeah, I've been exercising for over an hour. And it's like, you always realize, it's like the heat gets worse during the cool down phase. The heat gets worse during the cool down phase. I'm trying to put it a little bit closer so I can see. Because it doesn't look like it's far, but it is. It is. I should have, it is far. I should have put on some glasses. But yeah, Happy New Year to you guys. Hope you're having a happy Monday. New Monday. Look, a new day, a new Monday, a new week. We're still at the beginning of the new year. Look, new opportunities, new chances to grow and advance. New chances to find other ways to prosper. You know, there are a lot of different ways to prosper. Y'all know on here, I always wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because you can prosper in so many different ways. You can find to prosper, whether it's in your life, your life with amongst your friends, you know, your personal life, your job, your church, your civic organizations, just prospering financially, right? Spiritually, mentally. There are so many different ways that you can prosper. Tashana says, yes, happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. New day, new Monday, new week, new month, new year. 2025. 2025. Wow. A lot of whoever is old enough to remember 2000, y'all remember all of this stuff that people thought would happen in 2000? As far as computers glitching, computers breaking down, all this stuff that we were like, oh, what's going to happen in 2000? It is now 2025. 2025. Time flies so fast, y'all. It flies so fast. Right? So cherish it. Don't take advantage of good opportunities. Right, Tashana, Y2K. That's what it was, Y2K. Y'all remember when Y2K was like driving people crazy? Some of us were like in school. Some of you probably were in high school, some in college, some were young adults, some may have been middle-aged adults, like in your 30s. You're still middle-aged. You're like, what, late 40s, 50s now? Y'all remember how Y2K was? That's exactly what they called it, Tashana, Y2K. Everybody was thinking what was going to happen with the banks, what was going to happen with anything that you had electronic going on. People were like in an uproar. What are we going to do? But if you remember thinking, I won't say nobody, but not many people took their monies out of the bank. It's just like it came. January 1st, 2000 came, and everything was just like clockwork. Everything was like clockwork. Now, I'm not going to say they didn't have some glitches here or there, some businesses, some corporations and things like that. But pretty much, as far as like our day-to-day things that we did, banking was fine. Your stocks and all this kind of stuff. Whatever you had that was electronic, that you had going on that was electronic was fine. It was fine. So just remember, that was 2020 and it is now 2025. It's 2025. Yeah, that's a quarter of 100 years. It is 2025. It's a quarter of 100 years. And when you say it that way, when you're thinking of 100 years and you say a quarter of 100 years, it doesn't seem like that long. You're thinking, well, okay, we got another 3/4, right? A quarter down, 3/4 to go. But imagine a person being born in 2000, and in 2100 they'll be 100 years old. They're 25 years old right now, and I bet you, even though like most of us did when we were kids, we tried to say, oh, I want to be grown, I want to be an adult. Not everybody, but a lot of us. Think about it. They're 25 years old now. They're probably thinking, well, that flew. And if they think that flew, once they start getting in their late 30s, 40s, and they become 50 years old, it's going to be like half a hundred. So it's not a quarter of a century now. You're half a century old. So that time flies. Time flies by. It really does. It flies. So appreciate it. Don't rush it. Take your time. Cherish it. Because 100 years is not really a long time. It's not a long time. It's a long time as far as our age and the aging process, but just in time in general, and also just as a part of the aging process. 100 is not, when you think of time, the sense of time itself, years is not a long time. 100 years is not a long time. And President Jimmy Carter, former President Jimmy Carter, lived to be 100 years old. And I had parents and grandparents that talked about the things that happened when he was president, because we were too little to really know what was going on. And it's like all the philanthropy that he has done after leaving office. Okay, y'all, the stream tried to end. I don't know what was going on. Yesterday I let my battery my battery ran down. So today it's just acting crazy. So yeah, 100 years is a long time, but it passes quickly. It's a long time, but it passes quickly. And that's just kind of how time is in general. Time passes quickly. So I don't know what happened, y'all, but we're back. We're back. At least it didn't end. Because I'm trying to stay on here for like, what, 30 minutes? We got 13 minutes to go. I'll say we got like 15 minutes to go. We got 15 minutes to go. Y'all know my cool down is long, right? My cool down goes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And when we're outside, it can go up to an hour and a half like it did yesterday. Look, you let your cool down be however long you want it to be. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Move those joints. Work those joints. Work that body. Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body. Keep those joints lubricated. Move those arms. Move those arms. You got this. You got these bars. They're good. They're okay. I don't like the bars. Okay. 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 What we got? What we got? We got 14 minutes. Y'all know this is Ellie, right? Ellie, my elliptical. We go a long way back. And we go a long time. Sometimes she talks to us by way of squeak, squeak, squeak. And sometimes she's quiet. But one thing about her, she's dependable. She's dependable. Sometimes you want to switch it up. You want to go backwards. Okay? We're going to go backwards. You want to work your body. Trick your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. So sometimes you got to trick the body, okay? Do something a little bit different in the course of doing something normal. Go backwards. We're backwards. We're going backwards. All right? Now, we're going to go back forward. Forward. It's all in making your exercise routine fun. It's so cold outside. Is it cold where you guys are? I'm sure it is. Because it's almost like we have this national winter advisory. So many people are getting snow. So many people are getting ice. And in some places it's not snow and it's not ice, it's just cold. It's just absolutely downright cold. So for anybody who comes through here, I appreciate you. Thank you. If you catch the replay, I would like to ask you to leave a comment if you don't mind. But if you don't and you just catch the replay, we're good with that. Okay? There are so many ways to support. I like the thumbs up. Okay? The thumbs going up, I like them going up. But listen, y'all already know I don't fuss about these thumbs. Okay? The thumbs going up. Because if you stop by for a few seconds, you support it. Right? A few minutes, you support it. If you commented, you support it. If you did like it, you supported it. If you leave a comment after it's done and in the replay, in the comment section, you support it. Okay? That sharing and the thumbs going up, I don't beat anybody up about that. If you come and spend a little bit of time, whether it's during the live or the replay, I appreciate you. I appreciate the subscribers, the content creators who come through, and I appreciate YouTube. See, the more I say that, the more other people start to say that who come around me. Especially those who come around and don't drop in the chat. Because I watch them the way they watch me. And they're showing some appreciation. So that's kind of good, ain't it? That's kind of good. Appreciate your subscribers. Appreciate the content creators that show you support. And appreciate YouTube for offering the platform, okay? And remember, the best support is self-support. Support yourself, right? Self-love, self-conditioning, self-made. You know, of course, God made us. But when we're talking about the things that we do, the ways that we have, the accomplishments that we have, you know, your hard work has put into some of that. So you can title yourself self-made. You know, we know you can't do it without God, though. So self-love, self-conditioning, self-respect, right? Self-fulfillment, self-control. Sometimes you can even be self-entitled as long as it's not in a bad way. Okay? If you worked hard, you want to treat yourself, you expect good, there's nothing wrong with being self-entitled that way. So selfishness, some people tend to think of selfish as being a bad word, a negative word. It's not. It's okay to be selfish. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves so that you'll be able to take care of your family, your loved ones, your friends, yourself. Take care of yourself, okay? It's okay to be selfish. Selfish is not a bad thing all the time. Selfish is only a bad thing when you're preventing someone else from prospering or you're preventing the betterment of someone else. All right? When your actions or lack thereof can prevent the betterment of someone else, then that's selfish. But listen, there's nothing wrong with your actions being for the betterment of yourself. So selfishness is not a negative word all the time, right? Selfishness, self-love, self-control, self-conditioning, self-awareness, self-sufficient. All right? So we like the word, the word self and self as a prefix, right? The same way we like the R words over here. A good SR word is self-reliant, right? Self-reliant. But we want to talk about the R words: relax, release, relate, resolve. Relate to the things that you can, resolve the things that you can, revisit those things that maybe you need to get back into, right? Replenish your soul, mind, body, and soul, right? Restore yourself, all right? Remember the things that you did that make you feel good and do those things again. Remember the things that made you feel not so good and stay away from those. The people that make you feel not so good and stay away from them. The situations that make you feel not so good and stay away from them. All right? Remember all of that. Refocus. Remind yourself of who you are and who everybody else is around you. All right? Reset. All right? Refocus, regroup, and restart. There are a lot of great R words. Okay? And honestly, if you take any alphabet, there are a lot of positive words, okay? There's just something about R, and there's something about that S. What time is it? Like 20? Look at there. 25 minutes. We got like 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes. So that's all it takes, guys. At least a minimum of 30 minutes each day. Minimum of 30 minutes each day, 7 days a week. Nothing wrong with cardio every day. I don't know a healthcare professional that will tell you there's something wrong with that. That being said, remember to have that open lines of communication with them because they know your situation, they know your conditions. There may be a condition where you don't need to do it every day, but you do need to move, okay? There may be stipulations on how you move, how long you move. But they're most likely going to want you to move. All right, movement is key. Movement keeps the blood flowing, keeps that lymphatic system moving along. All right, keeps the synovial fluid around those joints moving and creates it. Even when you have arthritis and certain issues, you know, some of that cartilage and some of the things that keep you cushiony have gone down, they've shrunken down. They're not making as much synovial fluid, as much lubricant as they used to. But listen, if you leave it stiff and you don't move, then it's definitely not going to make anything. So even when some of the body parts have worn down a little bit, movement can continue to help to increase things like synovial fluid. It can continue to push the lymph along the lymphatic system. It can continue to push the blood through the bloodstream, okay? It can continue to help to do that. Help the heart to do that. The heart is a muscle, just like every other muscle in your body, but it's the most important muscle. It's just like all other muscles, you want to tone them, you want to work them, you want to kind of, you don't have to be, ladies, you don't have to look overly buff, but you want to tone them. You want to look nice, especially in the spring, in the summertime, when you want to put those swimsuits on, when you want to put on those spaghetti straps, and you want those arms to look nice and toned. Now, you may have a little cellulite here or there. Sometimes it's just hereditary. You can't help it. Okay? But even when people have cellulite, you can look at people and tell that when they are very self-aware of their bodies and they do work out and they try to keep things nice and toned. So ladies, that's what we want to do. We want to keep things nice and toned. Men, we know you want to keep it buff, gruff and buff, okay? So ladies, work on those shoulders, work on those arms, work on those legs. Will they be perfect? No. They even got people around here getting plastic surgery, and it's not perfection, okay? Some of them look as perfect as, I guess, as close as perfect as you can get, but listen, very few people, when you look at people who continue to have these surgeries over and over and over, like the Ken doll, the guy who they call the human Ken doll, and I'm sure there's a human Barbie doll. Guess what they're doing all the time? Seems like the more surgery they have, the more surgery they're trying to have. At some point, I'm sure that they feel like they've achieved a degree of perfection, but they're still continuing to have these surgeries. So the choice to have cosmetic surgery is up to each and every individual. But just know, perfection is something that only God can create. So that being said, your perfections lie within your imperfections. Your perfections lie within your imperfections. All right? Who is that? Mad Dog. Hey, Mad Dog. Mad Dog said, hey, Lion's Pride. Hey, Mad Dog, no good. Girl, we had fun last night. I was trying to get my stuff ready for today, but I was still having fun. I was catching the answers. Look, I wasn't getting a lot of them right last night, but I was catching them. Let's see. I'm listening, putting okay. You're putting your deck together? That sounds nice. Girl, I'm about to get out of here in a little bit. I'll be on for another 5 minutes or so. I'm just telling everybody Happy New Year again, telling people to remember, those important words that start with S, self-love, self-made. Even though God makes us all, there are certain things we've achieved in our lives that we can be happy about, be proud of ourselves about, pat ourselves on the back about, self-improvement, self-reliant. You got to rely on yourself. You got to be self-motivated. I know a lot of times we lack motivation and we look for other people for motivation in other places, and that's great, that's good, that's fine. Find those who do motivate you. But look in the mirror, and if you don't want to look in the mirror, just talk to yourself. Record yourself. Like I said yesterday, when we get on here, we talk and we try to give words of positivity and words of encouragement. That's just not for the people who are watching. Those of us who are saying these words, we're talking to ourselves as well. All right? The best form of encouragement is self-encouragement, self-motivation. So when just think about it, when you're talking to somebody, I hear a lot of people all the time, they say they get down and out, and they can be bored or they can be a little depressed. But when a family member or a friend is depressed, it's like they can talk to them and kind of uplift them and lift them up. Isn't that funny how sometimes we can't really lift ourselves up, but we can lift other people up? So that's why I always say, of course, you're not going to want to record yourself talking to a family member or a friend who's going through it. But think about the things that you tell them. Think about the same things that you tell them. And when you are feeling down and out, even if if you're feeling down and out as you talk to them, listen to those things that you're saying to them and apply that talk to yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but that's a great way to start. Try to apply the positive things that you say to somebody else. Apply those things to yourself. A lot of people have said and told me that when they're most depressed, other people wouldn't know. because they're always lifting somebody else up. So start listening to your own words, you know? And if need be, just talk. Like if you're on a live or something, just talk and motivate and encourage other people. Go back and listen to your own live. Those are the kind of things that sometimes you have to do to kind of just pull yourself up. It's okay. I was, oh my God, oh my God, Mad Dog, you something else. What we gonna do with you? What we gonna do with you? But yes, y'all, happy new day, happy new Monday, happy new week, happy new month, happy new year, okay? Happy new day, happy new Monday, happy new week, happy new month, happy new year, happy new you. I know you don't necessarily have to be new, but maybe some of the things that you choose to do will be new, all right? Choose to do some new things, some refreshing things. Remember the R words? Refreshing, rejuvenating, re-innovating. All right? There are a lot of R words that you can use to kind of just help push yourself along. Okay? Push yourself along. So we're going to give this elliptical about 3 more minutes. And we're going to jump off of here. I don't like to keep people too long. Because I was telling my friend yesterday, it's 24 hours in a day, right? You got 8, you need to be asleep. You got 8, you need to be working. And if you don't have a job, or if you don't work, or you're a stay-at-home mom or something, there's still 8 hours of work that you can be doing during the day. 6 to 8 hours. And then you got another 8 for yourself and for your family. So I don't want to keep people on too long, even though we can speed it up. We can do all kinds of things. We can speed it up. Or we can just catch a little bit. We got to understand that people have lives and people are busy. So they can't just sit still. But if you having fun now, like over there at Mad Dog, no good. When we Mad Hatters are over there trying to answer questions that should be simple and easy, and we getting the buzzer. Now, I'll sit up there and play that for an hour or two, no problem. No problem. So yes, y'all, move those legs, Work that body, make sure you don't hurt that body, trick that body, go a little faster, go slower. Let's go backwards, go boom, 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 boom. Go back forward. So, it's been 35 minutes. Well, almost, y'all. Almost. This is like a countdown. It's like we got under 10 seconds. So, y'all know what time it is. All right? Don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. Okay? Bothered people will bother other people. Stressed people will stress other people out. If you find yourself in a misery lounge, a misery spot, a misery place, a miserable platform, grab your grip and go. Get up out of there. You don't have to stay in there. Go back home to your lounge, to your spot, to your place. All right? Where things may not be perfect. Because like we said, most things that are perfect are imperfectly perfect. So basically, there's very little that's perfect. Maybe if you buy an item or a machine or something that doesn't have a crack or a scratch, yeah, that's perfect. A newborn baby comes out beautifully perfect, right? But that newborn baby is going to start to grow and develop. He's going to get a scrape on the knee. That may be a lifelong scar. He's going to, something's going to happen, right? But still, that's a baby, and even up into adulthood, they're perfect in God's eyes because God made us in his image. And everything that happens to you, whether it's the scar here or a scar there, a scar that clears up, a scar that doesn't, that's perfectly you, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect in the eyes of everybody else. It's perfect in God's eyes. And like I said, a newborn baby is about as perfect as you're going to get. That's as perfect as you're going to get. And as they start to grow, they're going to get nicks, cuts, screws, bruises, nicks, knacks here, there, scars that maybe clear up all the way, maybe not. And then as they start to go through the challenges of life, you're going to get those mental things, Hopefully, hopefully they don't have too many mental scars. But as human beings, as we start to encounter life and deal with other people, you just don't know. So try your best to be perfectly you. All right? Just try your best to be perfectly you. So again, don't let bother people bother you. Don't y'all bother anybody. All right? Don't let stress people stress you out. All right? And if you find yourself in the misery lounge, leave. Leave. Grab your grip and go. If somebody comes into your lounge, into your spot, into your ecosystem, and they come to wreak havoc and cause chaos, kick them up out of there. Kick them out. Doesn't matter what they feel about you, what they think about you. Because once you kick them out, of course their attitude and their opinion of you will change. But their opinion of you doesn't define you. You don't know these people. Okay? You don't know these people. And even in your day-to-day life with people that you know, if they're causing you ill will or hurt or they're hurtful, kick them over there, kick them out, tell them to leave. All right? Tell them to leave. You have your own ecosystem. You have your own ecosystem. And things may not be perfect, but you want things as perfect as they can possibly be, as happy as they can possibly be. All right? You want equilibrium. You want as much equilibrium in your ecosystem as you could possibly have. You want as much equilibrium in your ecosystem as you can possibly have. So I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I wish you guys nothing but peace, positivity, and prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity roam, live, and hold hands together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. I'm not going to say that you won't prosper, but if you let that become a part of you and starts to take hold of you and affect you in the wrong way, you won't prosper to your fullest potential. So that's why I say keep all things as equal as possible in your ecosystem. All right, you need a nice equilibrium. It's kind of like a pH. A pH. Everybody's body has a pH. Your blood has a pH. It's more alkaline than acidic. All right, ladies, we have pH. Men have pHs as well. You got some people who think the only thing pH applies to is a woman. Oh my gosh. You have a pH under your arm, hence the need for deodorant, okay? You have a pH within your mouth, okay? All right? So, your pH in your environment, you want to keep that just as stable as possible too. You want to keep that as stable as possible too. The pH of your ecosystem, your environment, you want to keep it as equal as possible. Because when it's as equal as possible, doesn't mean it's perfect, but when it's as equal as possible, you have less upset. Okay? You have less upset. So, it's 2025, again, new year. Doesn't necessarily have to be a new you, but just try to do new and better things to improve you. All right? Those who can handle those New Year's resolutions and do pretty well with them, stick with them. Do what you do. And again, like I said earlier, those who don't do New Year's resolutions, a lot of those people, they just don't want to feel like they failed. So they'll say they're going to be better. Either way, you don't want to feel like you failed. So strive to do whatever it is that you do, however it is that you do it. Strive to do it as good as you possibly can. So I'll see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Pride. Happy Monday. Y'all enjoy your day. Again, new day, new Monday, new week, new month, new year. Enjoy it. Don't rush it. Lord, we got some new people about to take charge, and I know it's hard to say don't rush it. But listen, put your trust in God. All right? And don't rush it. Don't rush it. Enjoy each and every day yourself, with your family and friends, and with the things that make you happy. All right? Bye, y'all.